Hypnotize. Biggie Smalls, the hit that was released on March 1st, 1997. 8 days after the single hit the stores, though, Biggie was gunned down in Los Angeles. Day was March 9th, 1997, 19 years ago today.
Fans of his music are remembering one of rap's all-time greats, a talent bigger than life, taken at the age of 24. Here now is Bill Whitaker's report, filed from the day after the murder.
It was the kind of violence that was a recurring theme in his music. 24-year-old Notorious B.I.G., also known as Biggie Smalls, gunned down in a drive-by shooting outside a music industry party in L.A. early Sunday. In this interview last week at a San Francisco radio station, he seemed to see it coming.
They're going to attack you if you're on top, you know what I'm saying? That's your job to bob and weave, you know what I'm saying? I need the security.
Born Christopher Wallace, he was big in the world of rap, an admitted former Brooklyn, New York crack dealer who parlayed his criminal rap sheet into a popular gangsta persona, rapping with brutal language about the violence, drugs, pain, and desperation of inner city life.
He was articulate, his raps were very descriptive, and he proved to be a very philosophical presence.
Biggie's death comes almost exactly 6 months after the drive-by slaying of his arch-rival, California rapper Tupac Shakur in Las Vegas. They squabbled publicly over who had the most authentic street credentials. It was the most visible sign of a violent struggle between East Coast rap moguls and their West Coast competitors for dominance of the lucrative gangsta rap market. After Shakur's death, both coasts publicly embraced.
You never had a problem. You're just speaking about it now because enough is enough.
But the LAPD is investigating whether Biggie's murder may have been in retaliation for Shakur's, something fans on both coasts seem to believe.
I don't understand why East Coast and West Coast are going at it like this, killing people. This does nothing. This makes no sense.
Rap music is getting to a point where everybody has beefs with each other, and it's just getting to a point where it's getting out of hand.
The U.S. government apparently thinks so too. A federal law enforcement task force currently is investigating the rap music industry and possible links to drug and gun violations and other crimes. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Biggie was laid to rest in Brooklyn on March 19, 1997. As the New York Daily News reported back then, thousands lined the streets to say goodbye. To this day, his murder remains a mystery. Police have not identified anyone responsible for his death.
You know, during this time, and the time before that, rap music was under this microscope.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people felt that it just influenced teenagers, and promoted violence and violence against police and that sort of thing. And this whole argument and the theory of these two West Coast, East Coast groups getting and bashing with each other there in the streets and also in the music field, so to speak, just kind of led into that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
fed that theory.
To me, when I look at these images of Biggie, I am reminded, as we've just said, that he was only 24 years old.
I know.
That is what breaks my heart, because now it's 19 years later and I'm older, wiser as well, and he never got a chance to see that. But he was a trailblazer. And if you don't know, now you know.
Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of rap artists, that had success when they were young, look at things very differently now. To sit down maybe with Run DMC or, those types of groups. I wonder how their perspective has changed.
I'm sure it's very different than it was when they were, young and full of vim and vigor.